So I was reading something the other day, and it said, in order to have discipline, you have to be committed to having delayed gratification. And I was like, wow, that's kind of a powerful thing because we all want everything right now. And that's the biggest thing that I see people complaining about. As a therapist, I hear people telling me that they want to feel better right now or they want something to change right now. Everybody's looking for a pill or an instant fix. So when that doesn't change, they resort to addictive patterns, substances, behaviors, um, sex, food, doing the same things like, people, places, things, because they're trying to feel good, trying to get that dopamine rush, trying to feel better, trying to feel satisfied, to be better in the moment, in the right now. No one wants to sit through a feeling, to sit through an uncomfortable emotion, or to feel some kind of discomfort or pain. Everybody tries to get out of pain and suffering as soon as possible. And sometimes the more you do that, the more that you feel shitty in the long term, because you're not even giving yourself a chance to just sit with it and be still in that emotion or in the discomfort in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not saying to just stay in there and do nothing. I'm just saying that when an uncomfortable emotion arises or, painful sensations, instead of trying to hurry up and snuff them out or override them with something or going somewhere or doing something that I mentioned, just better to just maybe be still and sit through it and say, what was actually happening? What thoughts did I have that have created this emotion, this feeling? And a lot of the times it's the thought about the event that has taken place or that the person has said or what you don't have or what you do have going on that creates your suffering and then creates the emotion of panic or abandonment or rejection or fear or anxiety or anger or whatever that may be. It started in the mind. Your mind created that thought, and that limiting belief then led to the feeling and then led to your body feeling shitty. So if that is something that you're experiencing, then you want to look at what the root of it is, and the root of it is your thought, usually. Now, this is, with there's exception of PTSD and trauma that happen to the body, and that's stuck in the subconscious, and that is that needs releases with certain types of work, whether that be somatic exercises, breath work, Reiki, emotion code. There's a million techniques, but what is happening is that in the moment where you're trying to run from something, dull it out, numb it out, escape it, avoid it, distract yourself, feel better right fucking now, stop, sit with it a little bit. There's no antidepressant that's going to make you better. It's just going to numb you out, and it's going to make you not feel shit and probably not have orgasms properly. So who wants that? Just sit with it and get to the root of the belief that is creating this emotion in you. And that belief might be, I'm going to be abandoned. People don't love me. They don't want to be with me. If I don't do this, then I'm not going to get that. I have to, do this and that in order to be loved. I mean, you have limiting beliefs somewhere in there that is creating and causing your suffering. And a lot of these beliefs could have gotten there based on these past traumas, but nonetheless, there's still a thought and you're going on in your mind, and those thoughts can be chosen, and you can choose a different thought. Get off the pills, get on some nice healthy herbal supplements, and find a good therapist or some kind of energy worker to guide you through your healing process. Stop complaining on Facebook and whining and crying that the same situations show up again and again and again when you're just taking pills, or when you're expecting things to just get better because you may have quit one thing, but yet you haven't done the work on the mind, the body, and the soul. Then you're still going to see the same things show up, and you're still going to be posting the same things about it and still be complaining about it. And sometimes even when you do the work, those things come back up. but you pass by them from a different point of view. And they show up just a little bit differently each time. And sometimes these things happen in layers. You have to peel back one layer at a time, but you actually have to make an effort and do the work. Put yourself in a position of healing. Have enough courage and vulnerability to open yourself up to finding the real wounds, and make an effort to spend money and time and effort on yourself and on your healing, instead of just waiting for someone else to fix it, or for a pill to take care of it, or drinking it away, or fucking it away, or snorting it away, or whatever it is you do, or eating it away, stuffing your face, whatever the case is. Get to the root of your shit and find somebody to help you do it, and stick with it, and be in the discomfort that is going to come from sticking with that and opening yourself up to explore it. It's uncomfortable. What you're doing already and this pattern you're in is also really uncomfortable. So I wish you best of luck. Hopefully for the new year, you get on board with being a person who digs at their layers to get to your truth.